Okay, so here is another sidewinder, tomoquad sidewinder. It's a 2.5 inch quad. I know I showed one before. It wasn't mine, it was a customer of mine, and I don't think I really went into detail about the frame, so let me do that real quick. We'll get some measurements, see what size it is. I think it's around 120 or so. A little bit smaller. Got about 117. Maybe, yeah, 117, pretty much right at it, so not bad. That's a pretty good size for a 2.5 inch, 117. The arms look like they are a little bit over 2 millimeters thick. It's pretty stiff. The arms, you know, for a 2 millimeter, they got a little bit of flex, but it just looks like that because this thing presses down kind of easy, you know, so it looks like I'm flexing the arms, but I'm just pushing this top down. They're pretty stiff. Yeah, pretty sweet. I really like this design. I like the way that it flies. I like how light it is. So it's made, you know, basically to be a really light, powerful micro, you know. It weighs 77 grams as it sits, which is really light, you know, for a 2.5 inch quad. I think the 2.5 inches that I've been building lately, you know, with like the rotorx 1107s or emax 1106s, they're in the like 100 to 105, 110 even range, you know. So this is definitely a super light one, and it does have thinner arms, but you know, because it's lighter, it's not as much mass if you crash. You know, it's not as much weight slamming into whatever you're gonna slam into. So that's why I like it. I am going to do a little bit of testing with this one, so I'm going to keep this one for a little bit and fly it around, and then I'll probably sell it. But so the other thing I wanted to talk about was these motors. These motors are really awesome motors. I know there's a lot of new people out there lately, and they might not even know about these motors because for some weird reason they're not like in every store anymore. They used to be. They used to be everywhere, but now they're only in like 1 or 2 stores that I've seen so far. I mean, there's probably going to be some people saying, oh no, you can get them here and there. I don't know. I mean, I shop at certain stores, you know, probably like 5 different ones. I know there's more than 5 stores out there, but the 5 that I normally shop at, you know, there's only one that I could actually quickly just get online and go grab some of these motors from, and that's Airblade UAV. And they've always had these motors, you know, from the start. Another place that I don't really shop at much, I used to a little bit, but I haven't for a long time, and I think that's kind of mostly because they used to deal with just like mostly brush stuff, and that is rcdrones.com. They are a place that I used to get these motors from. I don't know if they still sell them anymore. They might. I haven't checked their website for a long time, but yeah, I used to get them there, and Airblade, and then I think like Get FPV used to have them, but they don't anymore. I think they sell like the 4000 kV version. This is the, I didn't even say yet, this is the rotorx 1105B, so it's 1105 6500 kV. And rotorx is actually the company that started this size motor. They were the very first people to ever make this size motor. So every other motor out there that's an 1105, 1104, 110 whatever is a copy of this. rotorx is just a badass company. They make badass shit, and I love them. But yeah, you don't see a lot of people these days using these motors anymore. I don't know why. It's weird. you know, most people, even including myself, you know, I've been using like the emax 1106s, even the rotorx 1107s now, since those came out. You know, those are some sick ass motors. As you might have seen, you know, my last punch out video that I did of that Sonic 2.5 inch with those rotorx 1107s on there, that thing was just a screamer. But these are as well. On a light build, these are screamers too. So, and they're expensive too. They're like $15.99 each. So they cost more than even the 1107 version, which is kind of weird. I don't even remember. I think those are the same price. I think the 1107s are $15.99 as well. They might have gone down a little bit, but and you might be asking, well, why would I choose these over 1106s or 1107s? And the answer would be less weight, and you can use a smaller battery. So let's say I had my Sonic 2.5 inch with the rotorx 1107s. If I was to use this 453S on that build, I'd get like at the most 2 minutes flying, and the battery would be hot. But with this setup, I could use this battery and get like, you know, 3.5 to 4 minutes, and the battery won't even be warm. But I'll still have a screaming fast quad, you know. So yeah, really love these motors. rotorx is awesome. I wish there would be more stores to carry these. I don't know if they're like phasing them out and just going with the 1107s or what, but these are some badass motors, and I hope that they don't ever go away. This is actually generation 7 now, so they've done 7 iterations, or I don't know what they've done different each, you know, all 7 times. But yeah, this is generation 7 of the rotorx 1105B, and it's pretty sick. I like how it has like shiny paint on top and bottom, and then the middle part is flat black. Looks badass. Yeah, they're smooth and quiet and powerful and just awesome. So you can see how thick the wiring is. They put some nice like silicone shit right there at the base, and then, you know, nice thick wiring. So yeah, they're really nice motors. I'm thinking maybe it's because people just don't want to spend $16 a motor. Maybe, I don't know. That could be part of it, but they are pretty expensive. But I think they're worth it though. So yeah, there's a sidewinder. I'm also using the emax mini magnum stack, XM Plus, Aero Micro Pro, VTX03. I'm using the Yuxi antenna. Pretty good antenna. I would say it works as good as the Axi, and it's only $7, so pretty cool. And it's shorter too. It's shorter than the Axi, and it performs just as good. I think it's smaller too. I have another one on another quad. Let's compare them. Yeah, it is smaller for sure. You can see that, and this one is super long too. This Unify Pro is backwards, so you can see the wire from the antenna goes all the way up to like here, or right there. So pretty long compared to this one. So this one is smaller, lighter a little bit, shorter, and cheaper, and works just as good. So yeah, watch out for some videos of this bad boy coming up. Can't wait to rip it around. It was snowing this morning. It was crazy. I'll try to show. I swear to God, the snowflakes were the biggest I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just crazy, and it's like almost April. You know, spring. Spring just started a couple days ago. It's crazy. Crazy shit. Damn, those are like some of the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen. Holy shit.